again. So I just decided to do a little video on a quick facial treatment. So last week I sent out a little infographic talking you through a mini facial treatment that you could do at home. So what I thought I'd do is a little video of me reenacting that, just in case my babbling didn't make sense. It might be easy for you to see a bit more of a visual version. So my skin is, it's okay. It's not the best. I mean, I'm getting over, I had acne last year. I've been on a course of Roaccutane, so my skin is a hell of a lot better than it was before. But now being off of Roaccutane for about a year, the oil is starting to come back through, which is starting to give me a little bit, some breakouts here and there. But overall, it's not too bad. I haven't worn any face makeup for 4 weeks now, so no concealer, no foundation. I've been trying to give it a really good break. All I tend to wear is a little bit of smudged eyeliner, a little slicker mascara, just because otherwise I look like a baby piglet, which they're cute, but it's not really what I'm going for. So we're going to start off with a cleanser then. I'm going to show you the Buddha Beauty range. The reason I'm showing you these is that these are actually available for you to purchase. So if you were interested in them, you can log onto their site and you can get these. And they, you know, they're quite reasonable, I suppose. They're kind of middle of the range, which is quite nice. So because my skin's combination, I'm using a lemongrass and bergamot cleanser. So I usually take about 2 pumps into my hand. Warm the mixture up into your palms. This will just get all of the ingredients activated. And then kind of dab onto the face. I always forget I have got quite a small face. Pea head. And onto your neck as well. Never forget your neck, okay? So your neck is holding your head up all day long. It goes through quite a lot of pressure. So we need to make sure that we're lifting it and we're kind of keeping it as toned as we can. So now I'm going to start with some circular movements. So in the beauty industry we call these frictions, and they're really good just to kind of get deep into those pores and lift any makeup or cellular debris or pollution or grime from the day, especially if you live in a city or if you go to the farm every day like me. Make sure you get into the kind of the crease of the nose, crease of the chin, next to the lips. Really, really work to cover the whole area of the face. I need to remember I'm quite rough on myself. If this was on a client, it'd be very soothing and lifting. I get on myself and I'm like, arr. Does the same job though. Fab. So that's my cleanser, and removing all of my makeup or whatever else I've got on the skin. Now to remove that, I'm going to take 2 cotton pads. Now usually I use the reusable bamboo ones, but they're all in the wash at the moment and they're not dry, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. But I always have an emergency pack of fair trade cotton pads anyway, so we'll use a couple of those. So I'm just going to dampen these down into some nice warm water. Squash out any excess. We don't want any drips going onto the face. And then just reopen those. And then to remove, I'm going to take some rose water toner. This is good for kind of any skin type really. It's very, very gentle rose. Smells nice too. My friend Lindsay loves rose. She might like this one. So starting at the temples and then swipes all the way up. So remember, we're lifting the neck up, we're not dragging it down, lifting it up. It needs help. Much help as it can get in my case. So we're using this toner to cleanse away any of the excess cleanser. If you notice, I'm avoiding my eye area. And then flip your pads over, same again. Now, if I had been wearing makeup, I would definitely do a second cleanse, so a double cleanse routine. However, because I haven't worn any for such a long time, like these pads, they're clean, there's nothing there. If after toning my pads look really dirty and grimy, I would go in for a second cleanse, and I'd keep going until the pads come away nice and clean. So cleansing is really, really important, and using a cleanser or a facial wash is much more efficient than using makeup wipes. So wipes do exactly what they say on the packet. They wipe, so they're just kind of taking off the surface layer of makeup rather than getting deep into the pores and cleaning those out as well. So with your cleansers and your facial washes, they're kind of penetrating in deeper. Plus you've got the hands applying them, which adds a little bit of heat, opens the pores slightly, which just kind of gets everything working a lot more efficiently than just wiping over, which is just taking the top layer off. There's still lots and lots of makeup visible and deeper in the pores. So I've done my cleanse, I've done my tone, and now I'm going to go in with some exfoliator. So I'm using the Buddha Beauty Bamboo and Mandarin. This one smells very nice. Never ever go into a pot with your finger, okay? Always try to use a spatula if you've got one. You can get these on eBay. You can also get a nice plastic one which is reusable, so you can just wipe it off and use it for multiple products then if needed. The reason for that is if you've got any bacteria on your hand or underneath your nail and you take the cream from the pot, you've then put all that bacteria in the pot, you put the lid on and that's just going to start to breed away. Next time you use it, you're putting bacteria on your face, okay? Not cool, we don't want to do that. So you don't need much exfoliator, especially me on my pea head, just a little smidge. So my face is still quite moist from the toner. Again, I'm going to take the exfoliator from the spatula, warm it in the hands. It's always important to warm your products up, just to kind of activate those ingredients. And again, dab out across the skin. And then massage. With these movements, you can go a little bit firmer, because what we're doing is basically buffing the skin, polishing the skin. Any dead skin or flaky skin that's hanging on, this is just going to give it that little nudge to take it off. So leaving the surface of the skin nice and smooth. What that also does is when we've removed all the dead skin cells, not only have we got a nice smooth surface, but we've also taken away any barriers that are preventing your skincare products from absorbing to a nice deep level. So if you've got lots of dry, flaky skin, you may think, oh, I'm going to put some moisturiser on, and that'll help, that'll sort it, but not necessarily. So you need to be using your exfoliator first to remove anything that's acting as a barrier. Your moisturiser can't get through flaky skin. So again, I am quite firm on my face. I wouldn't be this firm on a client. I get a bit carried away. I come down into the jawline as well, and that kind of crease under here. Well, nice circles, and again, I'm avoiding that eye area. If you've noticed, inside my fingers there hasn't been touched at all. So the skin around your eye is very, very delicate. It's very thin, and you need to use specific products for it. If I use a really, really heavy product on there, it's going to, it could puff the area, it could sensitize the area, or it could just kind of drag it down and be way too heavy. So just nice light products for that area. Okay, so to remove my exfoliator, 2 sponges. Sponges are way better than cotton pads for removing, or a nice flannel if you've got a nice clean flannel. Make sure you put your flannels on a nice hot wash because they love to harbour bacteria. So I put my towels and my facial sponges, these ones, on a nice hot wash to make sure they're completely clean. Lovely facial faces. It's like the mascara face, isn't it, when everyone goes in the mirror. So a little bit of redness is good because with that exfoliator, it's got teeny tiny little beads in it, and it's quite a stimulating treatment. So by stimulating, I mean that it kind of gets the blood flow going. That's good because when the blood's flowing good, it means that your skin is draining its toxins, that it's delivering its nutrients, and then it's working nice and efficiently. So a little bit of pinky redness is good. Excessive redness, not so good. Probably means we've got a bit of an allergy going. So we're looking for a nice pink finish. You can see I'm quite pink. Okay, so I also like to do a nice tone after this as well, just to get rid of any sneaky little exfoliating beads that might be present. So a little bit of the rose water again on damp cotton pads. So nice. I'm not gonna lie, ladies, I've just been using a facial cleanser every day. So to do this actually feels really lovely. Fab. So I've done my cleanse, done my tone, done my exfoliate, toned again. I do love a tone. You can never tone too much. So next I'm going to go in with some Face Theory products. So as you probably already know, all the products that I use are cruelty-free and vegan, and I try to make sure that they're fair trade wherever possible as well. There's so many lovely products now that you can get hold of that are cruelty-free that there's no reason to buy products that are tested on animals. No need to be cruel, ladies. Let's be nice wherever we can. So this is the Face Theory Radiant Eye Cream. So this is what I was saying about eye products being a lot lighter. So this is a very, very light cream. Only need a teeny tiny little amount. That's a bit more than I'd probably need, but that's okay because I can put some on my lips after. So I'm going to just dab that between my fingertips. Dab around the orbital area. So following the contour, the shape of your eyes. So the top of the cheekbones and then right in underneath the eyebrow. Then I'm going to do some smoothing, some draining. So our eyes can sometimes get quite tired, or they can get puffy, they can get dry. So it's really good to give them a little bit of a pamper as well. So I'm really taking my fingers in and underneath there, and can you see I'm moving the skin? So if there's any excess fluid under there, which is causing the puffiness, I'm drawing it out. And I'm taking it to my temples where we have little lymph nodes. Now those lymph nodes are really good for draining any toxins. So it's really important that you don't just come to here and then think, oh, stop there. You need to take that fluid all the way to the temple so that it can then get flushed away. Fab. So I pumped out a little bit too much eye cream. So what I can do with that, I can pop it on my lips. Never waste any product, girls, even if it just goes on your hands. Don't waste product from my salon days. Right, okay. What I'm going to put on now before my moisturiser is another Face Theory product, and this one is called Regina C20 Serum. And this is like a mega vitamin C, antioxidant, anti-aging, bit of a whoosh serum to pop on. Doesn't smell the best. I was a bit disappointed in the smell, but it's cruelty-free. It's vegan and it's natural, so that's cool. That's good for me. Comes in a nice little pipette. So again, pop that into your fingertips. I'm not going to warm this up too much because it's only a very small amount. So if I spread it around my hands, I'm not going to have much to put on my face. So again, just tap that out, avoiding the eye area because we've done that, but not forgetting the neck. Quite sticky, this one. So I'm just pushing it in. A serum is basically a very concentrated moisturiser. So it's got more nutrients in it, more hydration, more key ingredients, more active ingredients. So it's a bit like having like a mega shot. These faces. Lovely. So So any excess I'm rubbing into my hands. My hands are really dry at the moment. I've been doing loads of painting, so they look horrific. But there we are. So that is my vitamin C serum. And now I'm going to finish off with a little Neroli Buddha Beauty. And this one is a daily defense. So it's got coenzyme Q10 in it. All of the Buddha Beauty products have essential oils, aromatherapy, and they're all very, very natural. So let's pop a little bit of this on. Now I don't feel like I need too much because, like I said, I'm quite oily, and I can feel this serum is moisturised me quite nicely. But I will finish it off with just a teeny little pump. If I was going out and about, I'd make sure that I was using a moisturiser with a SPF. I'm staying in today, I'm doing lots of videos, I'm cleaning, horses are done, Rue's been for a walk, so I'm in for the day now. So exactly the same application, dab it all across, avoid the eye area because we've done that. And then lots of nice smoothing movements. So I like to use this opportunity to kind of have a bit of a massage going on. So working around the eyes, nice and draining. You can actually change which finger you use, which will give you different pressures. So the index finger is quite a firm pressure. If you use your ring finger, you'll notice there's a lighter pressure, which is quite nice as well. So draining. Just always remember that you have lymph nodes in your temples and also behind your ears. So whenever you're draining, if you're draining on the jawline, take it back to underneath the ears. Obviously this is a very quick version. When we're back to it, ladies, I'm going to be putting a nice discount on my facial treatments because I think you all deserve a nice treat. And it's also one of my favourite treatments to do. So a nice few little frictions at the temples will also help to alleviate any pain, any stress. I also tend to do a little bit of deep breathing at this point as well. You know, when you feel a bit anxious, I know you've got loads to do, or you don't know what to do, or in this case you're doing isolation, you're a bit bored, a bit worried about things. Deep breathing, and just kind of have a few minutes to yourself. Feel chilled. Oh, this little pink mark is fab. So what you could do if you wanted even more of a I don't know, more of a spa experience facial, after the exfoliator you could put a nice face mask on. I didn't today because I didn't want you to have to sit and look at me for 10 minutes while I had that on. I wouldn't put you through that. But yeah, you could pop that in, which would be quite nice. I actually did a face mask last night in the bath, which was lovely. So I would definitely recommend a face mask, only about once a week though, because they're super hydrating. You wouldn't want to overpack your skin. Your skin's only got certain levels of absorbency, so after you've kind of filled it up, it can't take any more, so you're just essentially wasting your products. So yeah, right, I won't babble anymore, ladies. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, if you'd like to see anything else, just give me a message directly, give me a text. I'm still here. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.